What's up guys, Everything Awful Pro here, and most people tend to think that all nice tweaks inside of Cydia are paid. Well, with this video, I do want to change your mind on that. I'm going to be showing you the top 100 free Cydia tweaks ever made. Now, this is a follow-up video to my top 100 tweak video, and if you guys haven't seen the first one, click right there. It'll take you to that video. A little shout out to the Reddit community that helped me compile this list. Thank you for your help. And you guys, of course, will need to be jailbroken in order to run any of these. So make sure to jailbreak on 8.1.2, and you guys can use these links to use the OS of your choice. Now, if you guys are on the newest 8.1.3, it no longer works with a jailbreak. However, a downgrade is still possible at the moment, so just click down there and it'll take you to the downgrade video where you can downgrade and then jailbreak on iOS 8. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and start, and these are the top 100 free tweaks. Now, a lot of these you guys have not heard of, so I have compiled some older ones. You know, this is the top overall 100, so obviously there's going to be some ones that you've seen already, but a majority of these I've never mentioned on my channel whatsoever. Now, you guys will need some custom sources to install some of these, and if you guys want to see the full list of tweaks, some bonus tweaks, and the wallpaper I'm using in this video, just click on the link right here, and it'll take you to the article with the full list and all of the sources you guys will need. Let's go ahead and begin. Now let's start with some battery saving tweaks. Locus is a Cydia tweak that only allows applications to track your location whenever you're using that certain application. It really extends your battery life, and I would recommend it for maps. Rubik is a tweak that further enhances that power saving feature by disabling the use of LTE and 3G radios when on Wi-Fi. Usually your device would still use them in the background and rob you of battery life. Battery life gives you a deeper look at the status of your battery, from the voltage to the cycle to the temperature. You get every single detail, and it all matters. Detailed battery usage gives you a much better overlook on your battery inside of Apple's settings and usage, so you can get a much more detailed look at which applications are taking your battery. You have a graph view. It's really extensive. Make your device feel faster with no slow animations. It reduces the amount of time it takes to open up an application and additional system animations, or remove animations altogether, and it will help with battery life and speed as well. Manage system caches with Cache Clearer. Now, using this tweak, you can erase an app's cache just like that, and it will free up system memory as well as improve performance on that individual application. Now, this is very important. Prevent social media applications from tracking you using No Tracking Plus. These are the applications it currently supports, so prevent them from taking data of your current location, your usage patterns, and sending them off to the server. Along with Cache Clearer, iCleaner is an important tool for managing system memory. It takes up all those unused or leftover little bits of memory and clears them out, including over-the-air updates. So your device automatically downloads the newest firmware, and you can clear it out using this app. Take a look at my clock. It's no longer moving. Well, with no live clock, you can prevent CPU drainage by removing the animation. It will update every single time you open up and close an application instead of all the time. Password Pilot is a tweak that allows you to automatically input your password when downloading applications inside of the App Store. Now, it's potentially dangerous because if someone gets into your device, they can download apps without your permission, but it's very convenient if used in the correct manner. Now, making this blurry on purpose, this is my personal email, but using check, you can easily select multiple emails by holding the first dot and then selecting down or scrolling how far you want to, and it selects all of the ones in between. Using Tweet Amplius, you can actually send tweets over 140 characters. As you guys can see right here, I'm in the -50 and I just sent it. Using Vine++, you guys can supercharge your Vine application, download Vines directly to your camera roll using that little function right there, and disable autoplay. Download Enabler for ProTube 2 once again returns that feature where you can save YouTube videos locally to watch later when you don't have internet, and it works perfectly. YouTube to MP3 allows you to take an MP3 directly from any video on YouTube, convert it, and then send it over to your iPod application. B-Day Spotify is a supercharger for your Spotify application. Removes ads. You can skip unlimited amount of times. You can scrub through music. It's just amazing what this does to the Spotify application. Last app is an activator set gesture that allows you to open up the last used application really quick. So I set mine to a triple click, and I was last in messages. Boom, I'm in. Super fast way to open up the last application you were using. PM really could potentially save you your job in your future. It asks you if you really want to save an alarm in the PM. So a lot of you that do make those mistakes, this is a godsend. Oops Lock is a really useful little tweak. Say you're doing something, you lock your screen, and you wanted to go back in real quick and change something. Well, this bypasses the lock screen within a set amount of time and gets you right back into the application you were at. Now, this Cydia tweak, I don't really even know how to pronounce, but it's an enhanced way way to take screenshots on your device. Now it asks you where you want to go ahead and put that screenshot. If you want to copy it, if you want to save it, if you want to share it, really cool. Now here's Showcase. Why this isn't included in iOS 8 is going to be a mystery always, but it actually shows lowercase letters when the letters are lowercase and uppercase when they're uppercase. It just makes sense. Now watch the status bar on this iPhone as I type. It'll actually switch to whoever's typing you via iMessage. Now it gives you a little friendly warning whenever someone's about to text you. Really cool, neat little function. Send delay is a lifesaver little message tweak. Whenever you send a text message, you can stop it using a preset amount of time, and you can change that amount of time in settings. I'm sure everybody's familiar with swipe selection. Use your keyboard to move through the text easier and select using the back button and the shift button over here. Swipe shift caret is a very good match for swipe selection. Now if you just want to move it over once, just move the cursor over just like that by swiping on the text, and it moves it over one character. Blord enables this dark keyboard, which looks really cool system-wide. Change system-wide fonts using Beta Font 2. This is the one I currently have enabled. Just keep iOS 8 fresh with all these new fonts. No App Store redirect is a must. If you browse through Safari a lot, you're going to tend to get a lot of these if you visit spam websites and they're going to redirect you automatically to App Store. Well, this tweak prevents that from happening, and it will ask you every time a site wants to redirect you. Switcher DND will actually put your device into Do Not Disturb mode whenever you toggle the silent mode, so you will no longer get any vibrations whenever you put your device into silent mode. No bar screen allows you to take screenshots without having your status bar interfere in them. So take a screenshot and show you guys how it looks. So as you guys can see, it doesn't have a status bar inside of it. Focus more on what you're trying to take a screenshot of. Bring back those iconic shadows for your apps using Iconomatic. Now this is the most severe effect, but if you tone it down a little bit, it looks really nice. Modify the size, transparency, tilt, even remove app badges using Bigify. It makes for some really interesting effects, especially if you make the icon smaller or larger. It looks really elegant. Rename applications just by holding them, making them wiggle, and then tap on them once. Now I want to rename this to the app that started it all, and that would be Installer. Rename individual applications. iBlank will let you create these little blank applications which you can move around the screen and create interesting layouts for your home screen. SB Flip brings a feature exclusive to the iPads and iPhone 6 Plus to all other devices. Rotate your springboard just like that using SB Flip. Move multiple apps at once using multi-icon mover just by selecting them after you make them wiggle, and then drag one of them over and all of the others will follow. Now here's Mover. If you'll notice, my app badge is in a different location, different size, just looks different. Well, you can modify where it goes on the actual app. You can modify the size and the roundness of the actual app badge. Now alongside Mover, you can actually use blurry badges to color the badge to the same color as the application where it's from and blur it slightly, and it makes for a really neat effect. And of course, I can't forget to mention Winterboard. It's the ultimate theming application for your device. Now with it, there's endless possibilities. There are so many themes. Now the one I'm showing you is paid, but you can theme anything from your settings to your control center to all of the apps. It's quite extensive. Animate your page swipes using Cylinder. Now this is very closely related to Barrel, however, it's absolutely free and there are more effects to choose from. Change the look of your lock screen up using the lock screen tool. I changed the text using this and actually removed the camera grabber as well. There's quite a bit of settings in here. Use 20-second lock screen to extend the amount of time your lock screen stays active. This is useful in particular if you like to read your notifications directly from your lock screen. Now here's one of my personal favorites. This makes for an ultimately clean lock screen is Sidget. Sidget is basically a way to install widgets on your lock screen. This is Rising Bar Sidget, and this is one of hundreds. There are so many to choose from. Now here's Priority Hub. It allows you to manage notifications in a very simple fashion on your lock screen. It organizes them into these little icons. When you click on them, it displays the notifications for that particular app. Unlock your device using the current time with time passcode. As you can see, it's 11:56, and I just used that to unlock my device. Of course, you can set a backup to your standard password, and that works as well. I have two tweaks running simultaneously on my lock screen. One is Lock Glyph, which allows you to unlock your device using the Apple Pay animation. It looks really neat. And the other is Jelly Lock 7, which brings the Android grabber to iOS. Make your device have a boot sound every single time you restart it or respring it. For example, here's Windows XP. So every time you're going to reboot, these are the sounds you're going to hear. Perfect tweak to go alongside that boot sound. Here is Animate iOS 8. Change your system boot logos. And here's a preview of my favorite one. It's called Glitch Boot. And that's what you'll see upon restarting your device. Tidy up your settings app using Preference Organizer 2. Group Apple apps, social apps, tweaks, and App Store apps into separate categories. True multi-window multitasking using Reach app. Now this is a tweak that's so well made, and it really makes sense on the larger displays of the 6 and 6 Plus. Banner Buddy is a real bro. Answer text messages with one hand just by enabling reachability, sliding down, and then you can go ahead and reply in here. Use your device easier with one hand using my reachability. It pulls the entire screen down to one corner, and if you use the accelerometer, it moves it over to the other. Bring extra toggle to the power down menu, including respring, reboot, just refresh, and enter safe mode. Now this is one I'm really impressed with. Scale your device to match the resolution of an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. So I have it set to a 6 and everything is smaller, but it looks so cool. It's called upscale for all devices. Set activator gestures using Quick Siri to have Siri answer something real quick, such as, what's this song? And I set mine to double tap on the status bar. And there you go. It's like a personal Shazam, much quicker though, just by activating it using an activator gesture. Activate Siri inside of Spotlight Search just by putting Siri before your question. And just like that, it activates Siri. Cellular usage order fixes something that really annoys me. Inside of your cellular data usage, everything's unorganized, but cellular data usage stacks up all of the applications depending on how much data they have used, and it looks much better than stock. F.Lux adjusts the color temperature of your display depending on your ambience, and it can make for a very pleasing sight, depending on where, of course, you are, where you're using it, whether it's at night or in the daytime. If you have an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, Force Good Fit is a must. Not all apps have been optimized for these newer displays. This is 2048 before and after, so there's a little bit of a difference. Basically forces unoptimized applications to be optimized. When you change your volume, make it less intrusive with status vol 2. It just brings down this nice animation and you can see your volume being changed up there. If you guys prefer the stock animation for changing your volume, HUD speed is a godsend. You can speed up that animation so it fades out faster and doesn't, block your content as much. So there you go. Change the color of switches in iOS using Tinch. As you can see right there, it will actually change the color of the switch when it's on and off. Change the background of your lock screen when playing music using Spectral. It matches it to the color of the thumbnail of the music currently playing. Create notes anywhere in iOS using an activator gesture and Notes Creator. So I set mine to double tap on the status bar, and you can use this little note guy to create a note anywhere. Cheesecake is the lock animation taken straight from Android 5.0. It kind of fades everything out like that. Circle icons bring elegance to your settings by rounding these little icons everywhere, and it just fits in iOS very well. To match the circle icons inside of settings, here's a round dock, and it brings this nice little touch of elegance to your dock in iOS 8. Full folder brings ultimate customization to your folders, and it pretty much stands for having folders that span the entire length of your device display, and you can actually have as many rows, columns as you want, have 10 by 10 set up, so just customize your folders. Mobius is such a simple little tweak. Just slide infinitely. Pretty much loops your home screen. Replace the recent contacts inside of your app switcher with toggles using Cabalia. Slim down your notifications using Tiny Bar. As you can see right there, it looks really nice. Customize your toggles inside of your control center using CC settings, basically a free version of Polus. Enable a custom background inside of control center using CC background. It can actually look really nice depending on your wallpaper. Add a beautiful layer of transparency to your device using Flurry. Now this extends from the lock screen to the control center if you don't have CC background enabled, to your notifications menu, to settings. It's very extensive how this works, and it makes your device look a lot cleaner. Lock your device just by swiping right on your home screen using Spot Lock. Use Sicarius to add a nice animation to your app switcher when swiping through the pages, and clear all apps at once just by sliding up on your home screen. Beyond just your home screen, Rotate Plus gives your device the ability to rotate inside of settings just like an iPad would. Completely change up your app switcher using Grid Switcher. Looks really nice. Now you can enable it to be 4x4, 3x3, or 2x2, and you can see a lot more apps at once with it. Screen Painter gives you the ability to draw on your screenshots before you save them or send them to someone. Say you want to show someone how to do something, just draw, and then you can go ahead and send it or save right there. And here's just a couple camera tweaks. Here's Tap to Snap. Just tap on the screen to take a picture. Here's camera modes. If there's some modes inside of the camera that you don't like their position or you just don't use them, you can actually remove a mode by dragging it down here, putting it into a disabled mode, or just reorganize them. Whichever one you use the most, just put it where you want it. Very useful for video. If you find yourself recording and suddenly need the flash but don't want to interrupt the video, Record in Torch allows you to turn on the flash unit after already pressing record without needing to stop. Front Flash brings that Snapchat-like flash feature to your front-facing camera. Flash flashes the screen as bright as it can go, and it actually improves the quality of the pictures in the dark for the front-facing camera. If you don't want to dish out the money for iFile, File Browser is a fully capable file browser for iOS. And if you're going to be installing a lot of applications from Cydia, this is something that's going to save you a lot of time. Side Delete 8 allows you to uninstall Cydia applications without needing to go into Cydia and uninstall them manually. One that I'm sure mostly everybody's familiar with is Zeppelin. Change your carrier logo, and there are so many packs inside of Cydia, so many you can change them to. It's a lot of fun what you can do with it. Very similar is Alkaline. Change the theme of your little battery icon. As you can see, you can change between these three. Right now I have it on Bolus, and it actually adds a nice little effect. Allow Siri to be triggered even when you're not charging by saying, "Hey Siri." Convo Pics brings that iPhone 6 Plus exclusive feature where you can see the picture of the contact inside of the Messages application, and it works good on all devices. So here's Pandora Essentials. Supercharge your Pandora application, stuff like unlimited skips. It really enhances the Pandora app. Here's Phantom for Snapchat, and yes, it does work with the latest version 9.0.3 of Snapchat currently. Upload photos and videos to your story, send them to people without having to sign into another app. Really supercharge your Snapchat application. Supercharge your Facebook application. Return the Messenger inside of Facebook. Save videos directly from your feed. Disable read receipts. You can do a lot with Facebook++. True iRadio enables unlimited skips and even scrubbing inside of the music application, Apple's iRadio. Save photos directly to your device using SaveGram. So if I go into here, just click on that. Click Save, and it's saved directly to your camera roll. Found useful by many is Call Connect. Your device will vibrate the moment it connects to the other line. Now here's Reach All. Enable reachability on older devices such as the iPhone 5. If you have really short fingers, I could see this as being useful. So this is a 5 with reachability enabled, and this applies within applications as well, as you guys can see. Browser Changer allows you to set a default browser. Mine is set to Chrome right now, so if I open this link inside of Messages, it automatically opens it inside of Chrome. Refresh the page quickly in Safari just by pulling the screen down like that, and it refreshes. Unlim Safari tabs gives you unlimited amount of Safari tabs. If you're a tab junkie like me, this is really useful. It removes the limit of 24 and gives you up to 1,000,000 tabs. And there you go, guys. That's the top 100 free Cydia tweaks there are right now. And as you guys could tell, maybe some of these tweaks aren't as well made as the paid ones. That's because the paid ones, developer puts in a lot of work, but it's nice not having to pay for tweaks. So I hope I give you a nice collection of free Cydia tweaks, most of which I have never even mentioned on this channel, so I do hope you found your own pick from all of these. And guys, enjoy the tweaks, check out some of the other videos on my channel that I do have posted, and enjoy your jailbroken device. Remember, do not update to 8.1.3, it will remove the jailbreak. If you guys have, you can still downgrade on my channel, and stay subscribed for many more tweak videos to come. Peace.